So in this episode of SNAFU, I believe that it has pulled a Game of Thrones where the adaptation has used all of the source material up, and now we're going into new content essentially. But you know what? This episode was still freaking awesome, even though two characters are really bugging me right now, and they have to deal with Yukinon. So for this episode itself, it kind of wraps around Valentine's Day, or mostly the day, like a few days, like a week before Valentine's Day, I'm assuming, where in Japan, girls they give chocolates to the guys they like, or guys that have helped them out through life, showing their appreciation and whatnot. And if you're from the U.S., it's like the other way around for us. But Japan has another day where it's pretty essentially Valentine's Day for us, if that makes sense, where guys give girls the chocolates and the things. But it's like a totally month later, which is weird, and it's called White Day. Anyway, this episode focuses around that, and there were tiny bits of romanticism aspects to this episode, just tiny bits, not a lot to be like, yeah, shipping this, shipping that, but just a tiny little bit. And the scene that I'm talking about in particular is when Orimoto goes up to Hachime and is like, hey, didn't I give you chocolates before? And everyone, all the girls, and I'm assuming it's all the girls that have somewhat of an interest in Hachime, say, what did this girl do? And I believe the girls that had that expression on their face was Yukinon, Yui, Iroha, and Saki, which I thought was hilarious. And if you're new to my channel, I mostly ship Yukinon and Hachime 99%, or 98% rather. And then my secondary ships would probably be Hachime and Saki and Hachime and Sensei, even though those two are kind of unrealistic. But most of the ships are unrealistic in themselves, because in the nature of the show is just, it takes common anime tropes and it just turns them up on their heads. And what I mean by that is, take Iroha's character. She has been introduced in season 2. She wasn't in season 1, and you couldn't even contend her for a shipping thing, but now you can, because we see that she has something for Hachime. We don't know what, whether it be romantic or something. There's something there between her and Hachime. But her character, I've been saying this when she was first introduced, she's very closely like Ami from Toradora. And small Toradora spoilers, if you haven't seen that yet, what are you doing? It's a really great romantic comedy. It's kind of obvious in certain aspects, but it's really good. But moving on, Ami, she has a thing for the main character, Ryuji. Not a real thing, a romantic thing. Well, sort of. And it's somewhat of a romantic thing. It's she likes how Ryuji thinks. Anyway, she, to a certain point, halfway through the series, she, instead of trying to get with Ryuji, she's helping out Ryuji and Taiga get together. But as we see, Iroha's not doing that. She's trying to be a main contender of the shipping wars, but that's not gonna work, because she was introduced in season 2 and it's too late for that. And I think Saki is my main supporting character. And what I mean by that is I have labeled the characters in a hierarchy of how important they are to the story. And as we know, the main characters are Hachime, Yukinon, and Yui, and then the supporting characters after them will probably be Hayama, Iroha, and Sensei, and Haruno, and then the supporting characters are everyone else, mainly being Totsuka, the Trap, and freaking Saki. Oh, and Hachime's Chuni friend. And the thing about the anime adaptation is that they don't give those moments between Saki and Hachime, and why there's somewhat of a thing between them, and why she had that what that girl do face on her look on her face. I don't know why I said that backwards, but regardless, Saki's my favorite supporting character, and I secretly ship her with Hachime. That makes up the 100% of 98% of Hachime and Yukinon, the 1% of Yukinon, or rather Hachime and Saki, and the other 1% is Hachime and Sensei. Anyway, there's another moment in the episode where it was gaps, that character did what? And it's when Haruno is talking to Hayama, it's didn't Yukinon give you chocolate before? And he was yep, but that was before grade school and before everything. And I believe it was Yukinon who turned her head, but I think it was in shock of her, Haruno mentioning that. And then the other being what's her name, Yumiko, and the other one being Iroha. And man, once you understand one complicated character, another character decides to get really complicated again. And man, Haruno, I don't get you right now. What are your motives? I just don't understand Haruno's thought process. I thought she wanted to change Yukinon for the better, where she's not relying on people, and now she's here saying like, oh, I like the old Yukinon better, and Hachiman, the thing you have here with Yui and Yukinon, it's not real, and it's boring. And I was like, woman, please, the thing that Yukinon, Yui, and Hachiman have is real. Like, they have been through so much together in like such little time, or, you know, a year, that's depending how you look at it. You know, they have been through so much, they have like struggled and go over obstacles. Like, remember, like a good chunk of the season of them was them just like being separated and not getting along. And in like most real life situations, that group of that trio, our favorite trio, would never come back together like if this was in real life, because, you know, one person would say one thing, another person would say another, and, you know, it's complicated. And but they end up working together, they end up revealing their feelings to one another, and things end up working out once again, and, you know, it brought their friendship back together. Oh, I want to plug this in before I forget about it, and before I move on to Yukinon's mom section. And that's where Yukinon drops the bowl, and I think it hits Hachiman, and, you know, she gets all flustered a little bit, and Hachiman's like, don't get flustered. If you get flustered, I'm gonna get flustered. And then the bowl, like, he goes to pick up the bowl, but Yukinon also goes, and then they're looking at each other, and it's like, don't get flustered again, don't get flustered. And then, you know, they're just having this, like, somewhat intimate moment, and this, like, very embarrassing moment, and then Yui comes out of nowhere. It's like, oh, here you go. It's like, freaking Yukinon, I'm the best at handling kitchen stuff. And then, like, after, like, the two, like, calm down, they look, and then they go back to normal, and Yui, she just has a sad expression after, like, and I'm pretty sure she's still dealing with the whole scene from last week when she was eavesdropping. And another funny moment was when Yumiko is like, she goes to the service club and is like, yo guys, I need your help on making chocolate. And then Saki comes in, and then, like, during this whole time, like, Hachiman's having, like, inner monologues, like, oh god, please stop them before, like, a cat fight happens. Anyway, moving on to freaking Cersei over here. Thing about, like, Yukinon's mom is that she has real life power compared to, like, Yukinon and Hachiman and freaking Yui. And thing about Hachiman is, like, when he the way he talks to, like, every other character, he always says something back. But whenever Yukinon's mom, Cersei, I'm gonna name her that for now on, whenever Cersei is on the same screen with him, he gets tongue-tied. Like, he doesn't say a single thing. Like, Yui had to say something this episode. But going back on to how Cersei has real-life power is that Cersei is Yukinon's mom, and she can change Yukinon's future if she wants to. And I think that's the scary thing, and that's what's gonna, like, drive this group apart if they don't do anything about it. And the way she just goes at things, it's like, she's just like, she acts so nice and, like, caring, but in the inside, she's just trying to, like, manipulate and just move things in the correct way so they don't go, like, off course. And like I said, the anime adaptation has caught up with the light novels, and I'm pretty sure the light novels aren't done yet, nor are they translated or officially licensed in English. I mean, I could go read them online, but, you know, the thing about reading is, like, I like having it in my hand, even though I could read it electronically on my phone. But, you know, I want to read it in book form, but, you know, Yen Press isn't on it yet, but, you know, whatever. I believe I hit anything. If I did miss anything, let me know down in the comments, and if I didn't, do let me know what, like, Haruno's objective is, because I don't know what, like, Haruno is trying to get at. Like, what does she want? I understand that she wants, like, Yukinon to change, but now she's like, oh, Yukinon, I like the old you better, and freaking Hachiman, the thing you have here, it's not genuine. I'm like, girl, I don't know what you're trying to want. Like, what do you want? Oh, I did miss some stuff, one being that yesterday on June 18th, I believe, probably can't see that, but on June 18th, it was Yui's birthday. You know, that's her birthday in the anime, and I believe the anime guys over at Studio Fields decided to draw something. Here's the picture. The other thing being is, and this is totally irrelevant, but, you know, there's a little bit romanticism, because, you know, it has romantic in the title, but, you know, it barely touches on it. But the other thing being that Orimoto, or rather Jazz Hands, he showed up again in this episode. That guy. Anyway, it looks like he has a thing for Orimoto, because when Orimoto was, like, giving when she was talking to Hachiman about giving, like, chocolate nut, he did the exact same thing. You did what face? And, you know, like I said, it's not a big thing, but I just want to touch on that. And, you know, happy birthday, Yui, even though it's a day late, technically. Anyway, that's about it. Anyway, a great episode. The only thing that's bugging me is, like, the whole Haruno thing. And, you know, hope you guys did enjoy this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys leave a like if you think the video deserves it. Subscribe to my channel if you like what you saw and you haven't already. I'll see you guys on next time. So until then, bye-bye.